walks in.
Sir, once we all blind, drunk. This is an outrage. Sire, tell me, what has transpired here?
So he asks me what the hell is going on here, and I now have the option of doing two things. I can say, okay, well, these guys are annoying everybody, and they're very drunk. Or I can actually say, hey, we're friends here. Now, depending on what I do, there's going to be, again, an entire series of consequences to that. So, for instance, if I'm going to say, well, a classic case of male bonding.
Male bonding? Looks more like male mayhem to me. I see. Perhaps I should try a blind eye to this blind drunkenness. Seekers, we go to the barracks at once. Innkeeper, clean up the mess you've made. Off with you.
So he tells the Seekers to go back to their barracks, and we'll follow up on that quest. Had I not done that, had I actually told them, hey, they're very drunk, he would have sent them on a punitive mission into Broken Valley against some dangerous goblins. Here you can clearly see it's still working the valve. Now if I go talk to the innkeeper here,
the Lieutenant Shaw gave them an airful.
I can ask him for money.
But how long do I say to it that you'll never have Illinois?
So the reward I have here is that he has lowered his prices. And as you can see, people are starting to come back to the inn. And actually, like about a couple of minutes, this entire thing will be very crowded. And that's kind of nice, because there's this little one quest that I do, and you get an entire chain of consequences out of that, and I just actually opened up an entire quest hub. And you don't have to do this, it's just options which you have in the game. And this is really key about Div 2. I just walk through and follow up on the quest with the Seekers. So we're gonna go talk to those Seekers again. We have a bit of a hangover now.
Hey there, sir. Can I interest you in some fun?
There's some trimming going on.
You're as queasy as I am. No, but I've never been more acutely aware of
So we see the guys are a little bit drunk.
He's on. Understand?
And we can go talk to one of them.
We're just sitting around, bored near the black ball. It's almost a crime. I'd sneak back if I didn't know. Probably end in jail time.
Thank you for... We will, Sire. By you.
Oh, this is a bug. What I'm learning here is, because I helped them out, they actually get inside the church, there's a crypt, and in that crypt there's some secret stash of the commander, which I can go and take now. Hadn't I done that in the tavern, then I would never have had this option. So the key message here is actually like, there's so much choices that you make, and all these choices have an impact that the replay value of the game is really, really high. Okay, so now we're going to do something completely different. Enough about questing. I'm going to use a number of cheat keys here. And then I will walk over there. And I will transform myself into a dragon. So, so Divinity 2 Ego Draconis is called Ego Draconis because that's not supposed to happen. Because the player has the option of turning himself into a dragon. Now, dragons are pretty cool, and the ability to navigate through this game world as a dragon is a lot cooler than just driving on a horse, for instance. So the player will eventually, he starts out as a dragon slayer, he becomes what we call a dragon knight. And a dragon knight is a legendary being who is able to transform himself to a dragon or a human form whenever he wants. And that opens up a lot of possibilities in this huge game world. I'm going to go to another area, again using my cheat keys. This area is actually the tutorial where the player will learn how to behave as a dragon. Now the gameplay in Divinity 2, once you start getting your dragon powers, is really based about what is it a good idea to become a dragon, what is it a good idea to become a human, and like that we could do some quite interesting things. You also have to realize you are a dragon slayer, and you become a Dragon Knight, that means that all your friends are going to be against you. So it's really a case about the hunter becomes the hunted. There's some interesting story happening with that. This is still a work in progress, as you can see. So, but at least it gives you an idea about what the game is going to be about. Now the dragon is going to have a number of skills, which we're not showing today. And he will also have equipment, dragon armor, so you can actually customize your dragon and develop him also, just like you would do with your human avatar. This scene is not the end of my presentation, but then I will take some questions. Alright, thank you for listening. That's the end of this presentation. So, thank you.
Dankeschön für die Präsentation von Divinity 2. Wenn ihr jetzt Fragen habt, dann könnt ihr natürlich gerne noch die Fragen stellen. Also, hat denn jemand jetzt noch Fragen zu unserem Action-Rollenspiel? Wie gesagt, nächstes Jahr, im zweiten Quartal, wird es im Handel erhältlich sein. Wenn ihr jetzt noch Fragen habt zu der Präsentation, könnt ihr die gerne stellen. Ihr könnt die auch gerne auf Deutsch stellen. Ich übersetze sie euch dann gerne für euch. Von daher müsst ihr die Fragen auch nicht auf Englisch stellen. Hat jemand von euch Fragen? Nun, dann komm ruhig mal nach vorne und dann kannst du die Frage gerne stellen. Wann kommt das Spiel raus und was für Anforderungen ist? Das Spiel kommt, wie gesagt, im zweiten Quartal raus, 2009, zweites Quartal 2009 kommt das Spiel raus. Und der zweite Teil der Frage war, die Anforderungen, worauf bezogen? Bitte? Okay. System Requirements. Okay, und wie gesagt, das Datum war zweites Quartal 2009, da wird es dann erhältlich sein. Okay, gut. Okay, so the question was concerning the systems requirements regarding Divinity 2.
So the game runs on Xbox 360, so anything PC-like which is equivalent to an Xbox 360 should be able to run the game. Basically that translates to something around the GeForce 7 series. That's where we're aiming for. It's DirectX 9 compatible, runs on XP, and actually we're developing on those systems in the office.
Okay, andere Frage noch. Wer hat noch Fragen zu der Präsentation? Noch irgendjemand? Noch irgendwelche Unklarheiten? Irgendwas, was offen ist? Okay, ansonsten haben wir noch einen wichtigen Hinweis. Du hast noch eine Frage? How long does it take to play it? Roughly, what would you say?
We're still balancing the game, so we don't know ourselves yet. It's quite big, but we don't know exactly how long it's going to be. As long as we haven't finished balancing the combat, we can't tell you.
So it's roughly about an hour, or?
Yeah, about 15 minutes or so.
Okay, 50 Minuten ungefähr, also steht noch nicht fest, aber ungefähr 50 Minuten.
To give you an idea, the typical time that player plays in a tutorial is between half an hour and an hour. That's just a tutorial. So,
okay. Noch eine weitere Frage?
Okay. Noch eine weitere Frage?